Hi, Christy Hill. I am formerly from Piedmont, Oklahoma. I went to school there from, I would say kindergarten through 12th grade, but they didn't have a kindergarten. There were 42 people in my high school class. My mom owned the only beauty shop in town, and my dad was the only telephone man. I couldn't get away with anything. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a tidbit of information about me, and I do live in Tulsa. I moved here when I was selling radio advertising. I sold in Oklahoma City and then sold here, so a total of 15 years, and then I sold to Aflac for 9 before starting our own prophetic ministry. I want to tell you one of the first actual visions that I saw. I would have dreams quite a bit, but in Monday night prayer, I would often have visions. And in my living room every once in a while, but mostly at Monday night prayer, corporate prayer. But anyway, I was sitting at prayer, and up on the stage was a big round, now this isn't physical, this is in my mind's eye, so to speak, a kettle like you'd see at a campfire. And it would start, it was just swaying one way and then the other, and one way and then the other. And when it swayed one way and almost tipped over, you could see it was full of hot, bubbling tar. And it was all caked on the outside of the kettle, and hard, and you just knew it was instant death if it spilled. And when it swayed the other direction, it was full of liquid molten gold, shiny. The kettle was shiny. It was beautiful. Well, I watched that thing sway during the entire time of prayer, and then right at the end, it tilted over and poured out everywhere. It tilted solid gold, pure molten gold, and it covered the whole stage area, and anywhere where it touched on the ground, everything above it turned to gold as well. So the walls, the ceiling, everything. And it poured down off the stage onto the steps into the sanctuary. So all the chairs turned gold, and all the pillars in the building turned gold, and the walls and the ceiling, everything turned gold. And it continued. It went on out into the lobby, and everything turned gold. And then it busted open the doors of the church and poured out into the parking lot and into the street. And I really clearly heard, and so it has begun. That vision is just so powerful to me. I believe, and when you get a word like that, or when I get a word, there is such an urgency on it. I feel like that word is today. I feel like it's right now. And truthfully, most of the time, it's years before it actually comes into fruition. But I feel like, and anyone who interprets visions or dreams, so feel free to chime in. But I feel like the Lord is saying that the true value of the church can no longer be contained within the church, can no longer be contained within the four walls, not even the parking lot. It's going out into the streets and into the homes. Personally, my opinion is that God is birthing home churches again. And not just for the sake of having church. I believe that we are to come together in communities and have community groups, because we need a place to talk about the world events, a place to talk about political views, a place to talk about church, a place to heal, and a place above all to have tolerance for people who are not exactly like us. We have lost that in America. We tend to only group with people who look like us and think like us and worship like us. But I believe that the Lord is birthing community groups to where we can learn to love one another in our differences and literally pull back the layers and see the value and the worth within each person, no matter how it's packaged. Anyway, I really wanted to share that vision with you because it meant so much to me. Hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.